Hey everyone, welcome to another video, and first I want to apologize if you hear any noise coming from outside. They're working on my roof, so you might hear a lot of banging or things like that. But either way, we are soloing Emboar, 7-star Emboar, let's go! So take a look at the moves on screen. Bulk up, Earthquake, high horsepower. We don't need Sunny Day, we never used it. I have an Adamant nature, max attack, max defense, and I put the rest in HP. Ground Terror type, shiny, I'm just kidding, you don't need the shiny. It doesn't really matter either way. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and dive right into it. Huge shout out to Blaine's on YouTube. Amazing content creator. Chances are you already know who he is, but he came up with this strategy, or at least I saw it on his channel. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at it. And I soloed it super easy, and you can as well. So Great Tusk is a Scarlet exclusive. Just something to keep in mind. Maybe you've traded for it at one point. Hopefully if you have the Violet only. But here we go. Yeah, super easy to do. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, just super easy to do. I'm going to go ahead and start up with the bulk up. And yeah, just to lower the damage of like the Flare Blitz. You might as well. It boosts your defense, your attack as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So out comes the Flare Blitz. And actually doing a decent amount of damage to start off, right? But that's fine. Now, I think I go for Earthquake. No, I guess I go for another bulk up just because I want to lower the damage further. So I'm going to go ahead and go for a second bulk up. Basically, you want to go for these bulk ups, and then you want to go for Earthquake, or, yeah, Earthquake, so you can terrestrialize. So you have to do 3 Earthquakes, or 3 ground moves. It doesn't have to be Earthquake. It could be the other ground move that you have. Yeah, that's basically what you have to do. So high horsepower, that's it. I was blanking on the name, but I'm just gonna go ahead and go for the Earthquake. Yeah, I just want to terrestrialize. You get some health back. I forgot to mention I am using a Shell Bell, so that's why I'm getting the health back. Another Flare Blitz coming out. I did get burned. You could heal that burn, and I will at some point after I'm able to terrestrialize by using a cheer up, or heal up, excuse me, cheer and then heal up. But right now I'm not worried about the damage. I don't care if it's cut in half or anything. I just need to be able to terrestrialize. I'm not going to be doing anything to this Emboar when it has a shield up, or if I do, you're not even going to be able to notice the damage, right? So I do go for another bulk up because he did reset the stats once he put up the shield. So just want to go ahead and do that. Should be fine here. He's not going to KO me. Even a crit at that point wouldn't be enough to KO me, but I think, no, I guess I still go for another one. Okay, I go for another, oh no, I'm going for the Earthquake. Okay, so I'm going for the Earthquake. Just want to set them up so I could terrestrialize, as I already mentioned, right? So, get a little bit of health back from the Shell Bell, nothing that's really going to matter. Now, if he does crit at this point, it will KO me and I have to restart the run, but that's fine. I mean, if it happens, so be it. Maybe if you don't beat it on the first time, you beat it on the second time, right? But he's removing negative effects from himself, not a big deal. Now I'm going to go ahead and heal up. I have to heal up now to get a lot of health back, because if I don't heal up, I will faint next turn. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Look at that, getting most of my health back. Very nice indeed, you love to see it. He's going to go for a Drain Punch now. Not a big deal, able to tank that easily. And do we go for another Earthquake? I only need one more Earthquake, or high horsepower, or a Stomping Tantrum, whichever move you have, right? I guess you could do that as well. But I'm going to go ahead and go for the bulk up. Okay, so I'm going to bulk up again, increasing my attack as well as my defense. Flare Blitz coming out. I think he does crit me at one point. I could be wrong, but now I think, yeah, now I go for the Earthquake because, again, I want to just power myself up so I can terrestrialize. I've been talking about that throughout the whole video. That's basically what you have to do, because you're not going to do anything to him, even with the bulk ups, until you terrestrialize. So Flare Blitz coming out, not a big deal. You can even see, you know, we got burnt. We're still looking really good. I'm going to heal up again just to get a lot of my health back. Honestly, I didn't even have to heal up. I could have just terrestrialized and then went for the Earthquake, because it would have actually done a good amount of damage, and I would have gotten my health back anyway with the Shell Bell. So perhaps a mistake by going for that heal up at this point. But again, that's fine. Doesn't really matter. The Flare Blitz coming in, not able to do much damage to me. And now I'm going to be able to Tera and then go for the Earthquake. And again, I have Earthquake and high horsepower because if I run out of PP ups or a PP in general from the Earthquake, I can go for the high horsepower, which I actually do. Now, if you give your PP ups to Earthquake, you're not going to run out. But I did run out by like 1, I think. So it's good that I have another ground attack. So now I can go for the Earthquake, and now I'm going to get back some health, because it's actually going to do a good amount of damage through that shield. So I'm going to be able to get the health back. There we go. Shellbolt is restoring my health. Fleblight's coming out, not a big deal. Able to tank that. Maybe he doesn't crit, I'm not sure. But I'm just going to go for another one, yeah? Oh no, I actually go for a bulk up. Okay, probably an unnecessary bulk up at this point. I don't need to like max out or anything. I'm still not maxed out. I think I'm plus 3 bulk ups, I think, at this point. But yeah, I guess that was a little bit unnecessary. But again, it doesn't really matter. If you want to be cautious, you could go ahead and do that. That's totally fine. Better be safe than sorry, right? So, not really a big deal. A little bit of extra time, but it really doesn't matter. So Earthquake coming out. You can hear the banging on the roof right now from where the workers are really going at it. But yeah, most of my health back, as you can see. So Fleblight's coming out. A crit now does not matter. So totally fine. And one more Earthquake, enough to knock out, I think. And I'm going to go ahead and go for it. It should be enough to, not enough to knock out, excuse me. Enough to knock out the shield. So we're going to be able to break that shield. And I'm going to gain all my health back. Beautiful. Shellbolt really coming in clutch once you're terrestrialized. So yeah, super easy to beat. There's other ground types. I know there's a strategy with Garchomp that would be just fine. So if you don't have the Great Tusk, there are definitely other Pokemon you could use as well. It's just Great Tusk has a super high attack. It's really a powerful Pokemon. And yeah, it's a really good one. I'm gonna go ahead and go for another Earthquake right now. And yeah, 2 more should be enough. Actually, that's what I thought. But you'll see, he actually begins to bulk up himself. There we go. He uses 2 bulk ups. So that gets a little bit scary if he actually gets a crit, right? After these bulk ups. A little bit scary, but we're not going to have to worry about that, fortunately, because it doesn't happen to me. But again, like, even if you get super unlucky, you get KO'd or whatever through, you know, crits or anything like that, just do it again and you'll be able to easily beat him. No problem. So I'm going to go for that Earthquake. You're going to see it's not doing as much damage. He's also burned. He's been burned throughout thanks to the Will-O-Wisp from Drifblim. Maybe you don't have a teammate that benefits from something like that. Maybe you don't have an Intimidate user. If you do, more power to you. It's going to help you out. But if you don't, that's fine as well. Should be just fine. Yeah, I'm going to go for an Earthquake. And because of the bulk ups, these 2 Earthquakes will not KO. That's why I do need that other ground attack. So it's a good thing I do have high horsepower. Again, I didn't use Sunny Day at all. And generally speaking, you probably don't want to use Sunny Day. Because, right? Because if you use Sunny Day, you're going to boost his Flablet's attacks. So, yeah. So I don't use it. But either way, he goes for Head Crash right now. That's totally fine. Not going to do much at all. Wild Charge is not affected. We're not affected by Wild Charge because we're a ground type. So, yeah, I'm going to go for the Earthquake now. And this is not going to be enough to KO, as I mentioned. But not a big deal. Because I do have that high horsepower, as I said. So, yeah, going to do a good amount of damage. 1 more attack. I wasn't sure if 1 more would be enough. 1 high horsepower just because of the bulk ups. But it actually is. Maybe if maybe it's close. I don't know. Maybe if the Flablets allowed the next high horsepower to KO. But either way, we're looking good. Kind of a long battle, I guess. I mean, the time is almost up. But even then, doesn't really matter. It is worth grinding these. Or like, yeah, grinding them. Because you can get the Herba Mysticas, which are beautiful. You love those for shiny hunting. You can get other great rewards as well. But, yeah, so that is going to be enough to KO the Emboar. Now, as is tradition, I always catch my raid bosses, my 7-star raid bosses in Permeables. I don't know why. I've always been doing that since the beginning. Maybe it's because I play a lot of Pokemon Go, and in Pokemon Go, you catch raid bosses with Permeables. I don't know if that's why or not, but that's what I've been doing. And yeah, this is going to hit that Emboar straight in the face. So Permeable coming on out. Actually doesn't even touch Emboar, but it just catches it. and it will catch it. Very nice indeed. You'll love to see it. One shaken, we're going to be able to get the Emboar. Of course, you can only catch one, right? 2 Herbomisticas. Look at that. TM 147, I don't even know what TM that is, but all those XL rare candies, not XL rare candies, so yeah, those, whatever they're called. I'm thinking of Pokemon Go when I say XL rare candy, but either way, we get all those candy XLs, whatever they're called. I guess that's what they're called. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. We get a bunch of great rewards. Love to see it. And we get an Emboar. Let's go. An electric Tera type Emboar. So very cool Pokemon. Very cool to get. So I'm going to go ahead and show it to you real quick. So there it is. Right in the party. Level 100. Perfect stats. Beautiful. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.